You're watching WKYT News at noon.
Good afternoon. We're a few seconds away from 12:30. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey reporting for WKYT News. A wet and windy start to the day. It's ushering in some big changes, though, later this week.
After spring-like temperatures this past weekend, much cooler weather is on the way. We begin with WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris in the First Alert Weather Center. Micah?
Yeah, this weekend was phenomenal, and now we're starting to see those changes come into the forecast. 50s the next few days, then we'll have one day in the 40s, and then the blast of big-time cold air. Let's talk about what's going on right now. The first batch of rain still trying to push out of eastern Kentucky. You see the areas, Lexington, Frankfort, Richmond, all the way down toward the Cumberland region. You see where it's not showing up any rain? Watch what it looks like outside. It's beautiful. I mean, really, in these areas, only a couple of clouds here and there. And we're staying dry, and it looks to be dry. However, don't let your guard down, because as we roll throughout the rest of the afternoon, we'll still see those temperatures remain pretty much where they are, mid to upper 50s, but we're also going to usher in a couple more showers later on this afternoon. Now, it won't be anywhere like what we had this morning. This morning was a 100% chance of rain. The second half of your day off into the afternoon and evening, only about a 40% chance of rain. We roll off into the night and into tomorrow morning. We clear that rain on out for tomorrow, but then we bring it back on at least some part of Wednesday. I'll get into that forecast, show you that big blast of cold air coming up.
Micah, see you shortly, and thank you. It is believed to be damaged beyond repair. Now a church community wants to know why someone targeted a religious relic. Vandals destroyed the Sacred Heart of Jesus statue out in front of St. Peter Claver Catholic Church near downtown Lexington at some point last week. WKYT's Rebecca Smith talked to the parish priest about the crime.
Here at St. Peter Claver Catholic Church, they've been collecting canned foods, non-perishable items for the needy. Little did they know they'd be in need themselves.
Someone broke the arm off of the Sacred Heart of Jesus statue outside of Lexington's St. Peter Claver Catholic Church last week. These photos show what it looked like before and after. The church says the statue is now beyond repair. Police have no description of the vandals. Father Norman Fisher says he has no idea why someone would do this. He does think it was intentional.
It's sort of like the story of how the Grinch stole Christmas. Like, he tried to steal all of the presents and all of the trees and all of the decorations for Christmas, but he still heard, as he took it all and stole everything up on the high mountain, he still heard this joy. What's this songs going on?
The estimated value of the statue that was vandalized and destroyed around $5,000. They're also in need of monetary donations to help complete their church. They say the membership has really exploded here in the last few years, so that's caused a need for expansion. If you're interested in donating, we have information on how you can do that on our website, WKYT.com. In downtown Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Rebecca, thank you. And the statue is believed to be around 60 years old. The church is hoping that a nearby traffic camera may have recorded the vandals the night the statue was destroyed.
A woman convicted in one of Lexington's most notorious murder cases hopes to get out of prison. Karen Brown will go before a parole board tomorrow. She's serving a life sentence for her role in the 1986 murder of Michael Turpin. Turpin's wife Elizabeth and Keith Bouchard are also serving life sentences for the murder. Michael Turpin's family will speak to the parole board this afternoon. The board denied parole for Brown in 2011. The next court date for an Indiana man accused of killing a 6-year-old Versailles boy is set for January 6th. Police say Ronald Exantus stabbed Logan Tipton to death during a home invasion last week. A preliminary hearing was originally scheduled for today, but a Woodford County grand jury has already indicted Exantus for murder, burglary, and assault, and that is capital murder, meaning that he is eligible for the death penalty. A week after the horrific crime, Logan's classmates and teachers are hoping to keep his memory a permanent part of Simmons Elementary School.
They have started a campaign to honor him, and as WKYT's Mike Byer explains, the response has already exceeded expectations.
Simmons Elementary School, where 6-year-old Logan Tipton attended, is collecting plastic bottle caps and lids so they can create a bench in his memory. The school got the idea for this tribute after it began collecting plastic bottle caps and lids for another school in the county that recently lost one of its students. Organizers say the donations have exceeded their expectations, and because of that, they may be able to add multiple benches and even plant a tree in Logan's memory. Mindy Logan is a librarian at Simmons Elementary and is one of the organizers of the project. She says this is the perfect way for the school and Logan's classmates to keep his legacy alive.
They can say, I helped, bring that bench, by bringing in caps and things. So it's a way for them to honor his memory and to be able to do something to help.
The school says they will be accepting plastic bottle caps and lids until the end of January, and they say they hope to have Logan's bench in place by springtime. In Versailles, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, thank you. And the school says plastic caps and lids can be dropped off at the main office. The school will pick up donations if they cannot be delivered.
A Madison County truck and trailer shop has been in business 12 years, but they're calling a break-in that happened this morning the boldest burglary they've ever seen. Take a look at the surveillance video of the burglars plowing through a gate with a truck. The brazen break-in happened around 12:30 this morning at the business that's off exit 95. The crooks hot-wired a Dodge truck and took off just 7 minutes after they barreled through the gate.
They stole a 05 Dodge white, had the big ram, big heavy bumpers, they call them ranch hand bumpers on the front. Had a big exhaust, real loud truck. So I mean, it's one of those you don't drive through the neighborhood at 12:30 at night, you'll wake up everybody. But
now the owner tells us they're looking at a $30,000 loss. Deputies are still trying to figure out who used a truck as a battering ram of sorts.
A violent shoplifting incident has led to 2 arrests at the Walmart in Williamsburg. The Williamsburg City Police Department says Jana Faust attacked an employee who tried to stop her from leaving the store with more than $1,000 in stolen items. When police searched her car there in Whitley County, officers say they found meth inside. Police arrested her and her passenger, 68-year-old Benjamin Llewellyn. He is facing drug charges. Faust is charged with robbery, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and trafficking in drugs. It is an uncomfortable condition.
So much so that many patients say they would give up their cell phones for relief. The story coming up in Better Living in 5 minutes.